Om Shanti Krinaben. Om Shanti Krinaben. Can you hear us? Mm, can anyone hear Krinaben? Vijit Bhai, can you hear her?
No, sister.
Oh, let me just check. Let's all sit in silence for a minute. There is a technical glitch, so maybe a couple of more minutes it will take for her to rejoin. Om Shanti. The original date of the Murli is 10th April 1984. The essence of the Murli is the basis of Brahmin life is God's love. Today, Bab Dada is looking at his loving, cooperative, and easy yogi souls. All of you are yogi souls. It would be said that this is a gathering of yogis. All of you sitting here are yogi souls, that is, souls who are loved by God. Those who are loved by God are loved by the world. Do all of you constantly have the spiritual intoxication, spiritual pride, and spiritual self respect that you are loved by the Supreme Soul, that you are those who are loved by God and who also become loved by the world? Baba is asking us, do you have this intoxication? They just want a glimpse or drishti of a second or even half a second. This is what the devotees thirst for, and they consider it to be a great thing. However, you have become worthy of God's love. You are loved by God. This is such great fortune. What does each soul nowadays want from childhood till death? Even a child who does not understand anything wants love in his life. They want money later, but they first want love. If they do not have love, they experience their life to be a life of hopelessness, a life without sweetness. However, all of you souls have received God's love. You are loved by God. Is there anything greater than this? If there is love, there is the world, there is life. If there is no love, there is no life, there is no world. When you receive love, you receive the world. Do you experience this love to be your elevated fortune? The world is thirsty for this. They are thirsty for one drop of it, and you children have received God's love as your property. You are being sustained with this love from God. That is, you are moving forward in Brahmin life. Do you experience this? Do you remain merged in the ocean of love? Or do you just listen to it or know about it? That is, do you just stand on the shore and think about it and continue to observe it? Simply to hear or know about it means to attain on the means to stand on the shore. To accept and to merge into it means to become merged in the ocean of love. If after being loved by God, you do not experience becoming merged in the ocean, being absorbed in the ocean, then you are not those who attain something after belonging to God, but those who remain thirsty. Remaining thirsty even after coming close. What would you say to that? Just think about who it is who has made you belong to Him. By whom are you loved? By whom are you being sustained? So, what will happen? Because of being constantly merged in love, you cannot be influenced by any problems or any type of upheaval. Then what will you experience? You will experience yourselves to be constant destroyers of obstacles, embodiments of solutions to all problems, and conquerors of Maya. So there are three signs that will tell you how much are you merged or absorbed in the love of Baba. What is that? You will experience yourselves to be constant destroyers of obstacles, embodiments of solutions to all problems, and conquerors of Maya. Some of you children say that you are unable to remember the deep things of knowledge. However, remember the one thing, which is that you are loved by God and that you have a right to God's love. With this one awareness, you will become constantly powerful. This is easy, is it not? If you forget even this, then you become trapped in a maze. Just this one thing will make you have a right to all attainments. Therefore, always remember and experience being loved by God and loved by everyone. Do you understand? This is easy, is it not? Acha, you have now heard a lot. Now adapt all of it. Now adopt all of it. To adopt is to become equal. Do you understand? To all the children who are worthy of God's love, to all the elevated souls who are merged in love, to all the children who have a right to the sustenance of love, to the elevated souls who have spiritual pride and who stay in spiritual intoxication. Bapdada's love, remembrance, and namaste. And from us children, love, remembrance, and namaste to our dear Bapdada. All of you are easy yogi souls, are you not? The remembrance of all relationships makes you an easy yogi. When you have a relationship, everything is easy. The awareness of being an easy yogi soul easily ends all problems because to be an easy yogi means constantly to experience the Father's company. When you have the company of the Father, the Almighty Authority, when you have all the powers with you, problems are changed into a form of solutions. Whenever there is any problem, leave it to the Father and leave the problem alone. With your right of such a relationship, problem ends. What can I do? No, the Father knows about the problem. I am detached and loved by God. Then all the burdens belong to the Father and you become light. When you yourself become light, all things also become light. When there is the slightest thought of them, you become heavy and the things also become heavy. Therefore, think, I am light and I am detached. And then everything will also be light. This is the method. You will attain success with this method. Even when past karmic accounts are being settled, you will not experience them to be a burden. If you observe everything as a detached observer, it is as though the past is ending and you are seeing everything as a detached observer with the power of the present. So you see everything with the power of the present. So everything that comes to you, you will take this as a gift. And one reflection could be telling to yourself that your past karmic accounts are getting over and becoming light. You are accumulating and also settling. With the power of accumulation, you have no burden of settling. Therefore, always remember the present. When one side becomes heavy, the other automatically becomes light. So, if the present is heavy, then the past would become light, would it not? Always keep the attainments of the present in your awareness, and everything will become light. The way to make the account of the past life is to make the present powerful. The present is powerful anyway. Keep the attainments of the present in front of you, and everything will become easy. The past will change from a crucifix to a thorn. There won't be the question, what is this? Why is like this? No, it is the past. Why should you look at the past? Where there is love, obstacles don't seem heavy. They seem like a game. Settle all your karmic accounts with the blessings of the happiness of the present and with medicine. Badada meeting teachers, you are those who constantly experience success at every step, are you not? You are experienced souls, are you not? Experience is the greatest authority of all. Those who have the authority of experience are anyway successful at every step and in every task. To receive the chance to be an instrument for service is also a sign of speciality. Whatever chances you receive, continue to move forward with those. You are instruments who constantly move forward and also enable others to do so. The consciousness of being an instrument enables you to attain success. Always keep with you the speciality of being a humble instrument. This speciality will always make you special. The part of being an instrument also gives you a lift. To become an instrument for others means to become complete yourself. Continue to achieve success with determination. Success is guaranteed. When you have this determination, success will automatically go ahead of you. You have received a golden chance from the moment of birth and to and so you have become the greatest of all chancellors, have you not? You have come with the fortune of being a server from childhood. You have come having awakened your fortune. You have become instruments to create the elevated fortune of so many souls. Therefore, always remember, wow, the elevated line of my elevated fortune. You found the Father, you received service, you received a place of service, and together with service, you also found the elevated family of elevated souls. What have you not received? You have received the fortune of the kingdom. You have received everything. Always have this happiness. Constantly continue to make progress by using the right method. With the method of your being instruments, service will continue to grow. Babdada meeting Kumars. To be saved in Kumar life is the greatest fortune of all. You have been saved from so many complications. Kumars means souls who are free from bondage. A Kumar life is a life that is free from bondage. However, to remain free in Kumar life means to take on a burden. Babdada's direction for Kumars is to do Alokik service while living with the Lokik family. Lokik service is the way to create contacts. Remain busy in this and you will be able to do Alokik service. While living with your family, do Alokik service and your intellect will not remain heavy. Do service by sharing your experience with everyone. Do Lokik service while considering it to be a means of service, and those Lokik facilities will give you many chances for service. Your aim is to do godly service, and those are the means. Do it with this understanding. Kumars means those who have courage. You can do whatever you want. This is why Babdada always advises you to attain success using the right method. Kumars means constant yogis because the world of Kumars is the one Father. When the Father is your whole world, where else would your intellect go except to the world? Since everything is the one, there will be remembrance of the one. It is very easy to remember the one. You have become free from many. Everything is merged in the one. Constantly serve through your every act in your drishti and your words. There is nothing but service. There is the enthusiasm to reveal the one you love. Let the Father and service remain with you at every step. Acha, Om Shanti. Let's be in silence for a few moments and then we come back ready to share our reflections from the Murli. Om Shanti. can unmute and share your reflections, your takeaways from today's movie.
Om Shanti.
Om Shanti.
I just love those words, in Hindi, with which Baba started here in English. Nasha, Ruha, and Fakur. And Baba asks us, when he asked after all his affirmations, like I found the Murli was more an affirmation from God, saying, say, I love you, why can't you experience? I love you, do you have the intoxication? I love you, do you have the pride? Are you able to say that? And it's just, I feel a Murli of affirmation by God saying that He loves us. But have we really listened? Like when we place affirmations to God, we would like to know, does God listen? This is an affirmation, Murli, I think, from God, where He says, I love you. Don't stand in the shore, come inside the ocean, merge near the ocean, accept my love, and then you'll see. It's a kind of a different thing I feel, because right from when I was small, as I've often shared, I had more contact with Christianity because I was born and brought up in a convent. And it is always, I used to feel that when we were told, if you have love for one another, then because there is God in everyone, then you will feel complete. So live in love, live in God. I used to feel overwhelmed, with know that God loves us so much. His love is so deep, His love is so huge, His love is so wide. And I used to sing, His love never fades, His love never fails us. I'm surrounded. If I just think God loves me, like a comfort blanket I used to feel. And I used to sometimes feel, there used to be those pictures when I'm tired, first there were 4 feet, then there was only 2 feet because God carried me in His arms. I used to get that. But as devotees, I often used to find God's grace was there. Unless I heard the story of Meera and Krishna, where Meera loved Krishna so much. So whole scriptures and whatever I faced, I had seen God's love. But over here, I feel I should be proud of my birth. I should be proud of love during Amrit Vela. And I should be proud of love when I dance to his flute in the Murli. And I should be proud of his love during the day and actions. I think it's over encompassing. It's something which lasts. And what well he said, if you have loved me, see, he's saying, I love you. If you love me, if you have absorbed me, if you have merged me, then why you are still thirsty? Why you have no attainment? Why you're not, as you said, those 3 things, Vigna Vinashak, Maya, Jeet, and Samadhan. So I think you can speak in volumes for God's love. Om Shanti.
Yeah. If I look at this Murli is actually bathing us with love. And as you rightly said, it is complete affirmation to begin the day of who I am is God's lover. Is anybody else would like to share?
Yeah, Shanti. So, Baba says where there is love, then the obstacles, we don't feel like obstacles. They are not really heavy. So, and then, it's like a game. And another thing that very much touched us this, Baba says about love. There is love. If there is love, then there is the world. Right? If there is world only, then there is life. If there is no love, then there is no life. So there is no life means there is no world. So everything is actually experienced and um, exist because of love. Because just think about somebody who feel that they don't have anyone to love or living a lonely life. So for them, they're not really living. So they might curse their life every day. But if they come to know about God and God's love, then they feel the life is a gift, and they feel they're so fortunate to live in the world. So it's all about realizing and experiencing. Yeah, function. Thank you.
Yes. Anyone else?
Rakib, when I just had a small thing. See, in the beginning, Baba says, Parmatam Pyar, Bhagwan Pyar. I was just thinking why these two kind of difference. For us, Parmatam Pyar only is Bhagwan ka Pyar. What was the thing? Why Jagat Pyar okay? Parmatam Pyar also he says, and then Bhagwan Pyar. Is he making a difference between Brahmin and the devotees?
There could be different way of perceiving it, but let me go to that sentence. You're talking about the beginning sentence of the
Beginning
Murli?
first paragraph.
Hold for a minute. Let me just go there. Girjaban, can you go to the exact sentence?
Okay. Uh, Spiritual. So your love. See, fourth line. Do you all have the spiritual intoxication, spiritual pride, and spiritual self-respect that you're loved by the Supreme Soul, that you're those loved by God, and also loved by the world? I don't know. I was, for me,
One thought could be what you said. Another thought could be, do you have the intoxication that you are loved by the Supreme Soul, that is Paramatma, that you are those who are loved by God? So, Supreme Soul in Brahmin life is going to be God, right? There's no distinction between Supreme Soul and God when we say Paramatma, because for us, God is only one.
yeah.
As you also mentioned, right now you mentioned that is he distinguishing between Bhagwan Pyar and Paramatma Pyar, which from the devotee's point of view could be. Okay, that
Okay.
could be one reflection. Not that that's the only reflection, but that could be one of the reflections. And those who are being loved by the Supreme Soul, that those that's been loved by one God is loved by the world.
Because
That's
even
what.
in Hindi, you see, it's only Prabhu person, Bhagavan person. Even ordinary Hindi, if Baba says, Prabhu person, then Jagat person. So that's why I was thinking, maybe you have, I think we have to take it. Baba wants to consider devotees also.
Yeah, if I can go back and see on the Hindi Murli how it's been shown, I
I
will
saw.
do that. Okay, it says Bhagwan Pyar.
Yeah, Bhagwan Pyar, Parmatma Pyar. That's why I said, what is this, Baba? When did you become again God? That's what I think we have
Probably,
to take it for devotees. Because in between he speaks of devotees also. Ek boond ke pyase hum.
yes.
We are
Yes.
not, we are absolutely merged. Ek boond ke pyase, devotees, he says. So
That
good,
could
deep,
be the
sometimes you have
reflection.
to understand the Murli.
Yeah. Further, if you go on to the Murli, Baba didn't just mention that there are people,
No.
there are those Bhagat souls, devotee souls who are
Yeah.
thirsty of one drop of love.
Exactly.
And what intoxication that you are sitting with, you need to have that intoxication that God has chosen you and He's sustaining you. So where people are looking out for one drop, you have the entire ocean with you. Do you have that intoxication?
Yes. Yeah.
Anyone
Do you
else?
believe in this ek boond ka pyar and sagar ka pyar? Like, why we'll go for a boond when we have the sagar? I think when you're a swimmer, if you're in the ocean and you find love, then won't you dip? Will you just look for a boond?
There's no thought also to look at the board, no? Because you're already in that water, sipping
Yeah.
yourself. Would anyone else like to share their reflection?
Baba being the seed, so when you love the seed, right, the human world tree, if you look at right, Baba is the seed. So when we love the seed, and then everything goes from seed, right, to the other souls. So just like when we water a tree, we water the root, right? So that water goes to every leaf everywhere. So similarly, when you have love for the one, right, the seed, supreme soul. So that's why I guess we are loved by the world, right? Because with the world and the other souls, they are the leaves of the tree. So that was my reflection.
Yes, correct. Because everything is starting from the seed, right?
Akiban, even in the group you read,
Sorry.
in that group which you read, see
Mhm.
what a beautiful relationship he brings about yogi souls. See, he started with yogi souls, and I don't know then why did he dip himself in love. I was thinking nothing is mentioning about yogi soul where, because I don't know. May you be pure, may you be yogi. Baba, I always take it like that. So in the group, you see what a nice combination. Yes, started from love and gone to a yogi soul. I think if you can really share something in that, that's beautiful. That group which you read, the first group, all of you are easy yogi souls.
Would anybody like to share the reflection on that group before any thoughts come from anyone there? So when we go to the group, you're talking about the group meeting with teachers, right?
No, not teachers. Before that, actually, here it's mentioned groups, but it is the paragraph after that. After that, Baba Yatya, the first one. All of you are easy yogi souls.
Also,
Where you
that
say,
whole paragraph, we look at it, Baba is talking about staying in remembrance by establishing a relationship with Baba. Now, if I'm talking to you, but I'm thinking about somebody else, then I'm in yoke with whatever I'm thinking with whoever I'm thinking. That's one reflection here. So Baba says the easy way of becoming a yogi is to connect with Baba with all the relationships that you would like to connect with. If you miss on any relationship to be with Baba, which is not with Baba, that was the place from where you're allowing Maya to come in. These are few reflections that is coming to me while we're talking about this particular paragraph. Okay? When you have a relationship, everything is easy. But in the same relationship, if we take it as a bondage, it will come as a burden. Baba says if you look at this whole paragraph, it speaks about being one, having every relationship with Baba. Remember him as all of your relationship, and that is where you will become easy yogi soul. Yog lagna is being with something as one. Hope that answers your question. Girjaban, does that answer your question?
No, there was no question. I wanted, we all to, it's a very beautiful paragraph. See, just that one line. I'm detached, I'm loved, all my burdens are with the Father. I become light. I become light. Everything becomes light. My thoughts become light. And then I'm able to connect. Everything is settled. There
Yeah,
was a lot of, it was
yes.
beautiful to, was no question. I just wanted, if suppose more than me
Very well
thinking that,
summarized that paragraph. Just adding on one more point, there is Baba says that remember your present, where you have got the present, the gift of the attainments of knowledge, sustenance, and meeting with Baba. And that is so full, that is so heavy, you are so heavy and fulfilled with that, that all your past gets wiped off. I personally like that analogy where Baba says that one thing becomes heavy, the other thing becomes light. So make your present heavy with the beauty and the wonder and the intoxication of your fortune so much that the burden of your past is lightened. It's like a seesaw game.
And when we experience ourselves as a light, right, then it becomes easy for us to connect Baba because Baba is also light. And when we are, merged in that love, right, light with another light, then the corporeal world really doesn't exist, right, in our consciousness or doesn't really bother us. So there we experience our relationship with the one. So when we are in that state of mind or in that state of awareness, right, then any sort of problems or obstacles that comes on this corporeal world doesn't really bother us because everything about that is bothering us is all connected with the body. So we are actually going beyond that stage with our state of mind. So I think that is what is really trying to make us, that experience. We are the more we are light, the more we detach from everything.
Yeah.
see, this is a new reflection. That's what I'm saying. Self-churning cannot bring about so many reflections. But when we get, he said one thing, I am light. So the light over there, he's speaking about the form. So that's what when more we get, we get a kind of different reflection to what is it. And that really adds to the knowledge.
So this is another point that Vinod Bhai has mentioned on the chat. He says, when we experience love of Baba, pain is lost. Yeah.
See, this is what churning does, Baba touches each one of us to give different reflections and all, and that really gives a nice thing to the Murli.
Yeah. Another point of intoxication in the same paragraph is Baba says, when you are Baba's, all your relationships, all your problems, everything, you leave it to me. You do your bit of it. Karan Karavan, how is he? So just be a detached observer and move ahead and do what's required to be done as an instrument. Because further in the groups, Baba speaks about teachers that it's a fortune, it's a blessing to be an instrument of Baba for service. One last sharing before we move on to meditation. Would anybody like to share? Vinod Bhai, Pramila Ben, Ami Ben, or we all are dipped in the ocean of love with the love of Baba. All right. So before we move on to meditation, Bijit Bhai, would you like to share about Sunday's
Yeah, yeah. I'll just quickly share my screen just to. So I hope you can see my screen. So this coming Sunday we have a special class. Sunday is a buffer day for us, so we have special souls coming to give us a great different experience. So this Sunday, BK calls Sati, right, from Shantivan. She's a security chief, right, in Shantivan. Rakibani, if I'm not wrong. Yeah, defense.
Yes.
So the topic would be defense for our soul. So it's going to be an interesting session. So I request everyone to join and take complete benefit of the session.
Yes,
Yeah,
you're
so
right.
this fly.
Bijit Bhai, he is a security head, and he comes from defense service of more than 3 decades, and therefore if you see his picture also comes from the defense uniform, and now he is surrendered and in Madhuban. So let's all of
Right.
us invite other brothers sisters and take the benefit of learning from his experiences.
And the topic is really nice, defense for our soul. It goes well with his profession, right, for being a security person. Yeah. Thank you.
So let's all meditate with a wonderful Baba song.
जो प्यार मिला मुझे तुमसे, जो प्यार मिला मुझे तुमसे, वर्णन करूं मैं कैसे मुख से। जो प्यार मिला मुझे तुमसे, वर्णन करूं मैं कैसे मुख से। ये दिल जानता है बाबा, दिखता है जो नैनों के नूर से। जो प्यार मिला मुझे तुमसे, मुझको इतना सम्मान दिया, मेरे लाडले कह दुलार दिया। सांसों में समाए हो बाबा, भूल सकते नहीं तुम्हें भूल से। जो प्यार मिला मुझे तुमसे, तन है यहाँ मेरा मन है वतन, उड़ता हूँ मैं अब बाबा के संग। तन है यहाँ मेरा मन है वतन, उड़ता हूँ मैं अब बाबा के संग। प्रभु प्रेम की इन किरणों से गद गद हो रहा है अंग अंग। अब पैर जमीन पे नहीं रहते, जब छूटा माया के चंगुल से। जो प्यार मिला मुझे तुमसे, वर्णन करूं मैं कैसे मुख से। ये दिल जानता है बाबा, दिखता है जो नैनों के नूर से। जो प्यार मिला मुझे तुमसे।
Om Shanti. Have a wonderful day. We meet tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. Om Shanti.